The Rap Roundtable.
Yes, sir. The Rap Roundtable is back on deck here for the lunch hour, the vaunted, the illustrious, most dangerous lunch hour. It's your boy Jarv alongside the Rap Snob.
What up?
We have a very, very special guest, one of the biggest voices in the space, Lowkey. Welcome, family.
Listen, I ain't one of the biggest voices.
You're one of the biggest voices.
I'm just a voice that has a lot of noise. That's it.
Like that.
With a lot of smoke.
Touche. We respect that. We respect that. As always, as you pull into the chat, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit the notification bell, get familiar with us.
All that.
Hit us on social media. Y'all see all the icons. Y'all know what it is. So if we gotta keep telling y'all at this point, then I don't know how to help you. But nevertheless, let's get into it. Lo,
let's go. What's up?
We see you on Twitter. We see the tweets trend. At a certain point, everybody opens a Twitter account and they start with a tweet, and at a certain point, you get that one tweet that gets some traction. Right. Next thing you know, you're blogging, you're podding, etc. How what's your journey like? How did you get to this point today?
You want the long version or the short version? Pause.
The long version. Pause. Yes.
Long version. All right. So I started out at Howard University. Had my radio show called Live and Direct. Shout out to Howard. Shout out to 830M HBCU. Playing records. I interned with Bad Boys, so I had access to a lot of shit. So I was playing a lot of exclusive joints. I built relationships with Envy, Clue, Big Mike, Lex and Wex, Tape Masters Inc. Just a whole bunch of people. And when I graduated college, I couldn't get on radio because my chops weren't big enough. So I had to figure out a way to get music out to people. I had to figure out a way to have my opinion matter, cut through the noise. And I came up with You Heard That New. My guy Tom McLeod from American University, very, very big tech guy. He helped me build the website. And we started You Heard That New, and I just started dropping exclusive shit. I was chasing Right, I was chasing Miss Info, chasing Two Dope Boys. Okay,
he was in that era.
I was in that era.
That was an era, bro.
Yeah, I was birthed in that era. Like, those are my guys. Like, that's the family. You know what I mean? Shout out to Shake, shout out to Mech, shout out to Illionaire, shout out to Dynamics, like shout out to Nation, shout out to SK. This is a whole bunch of guys that help usher in the three kings we got now: the Coles, the Drakes, the Kendricks, the Wale's, the Big Sean's, the Kid Cudi's. Like, it goes on and on and on. So I was a part of that shit. But my job and my due diligence was being the Clue of that era. Giving niggas, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a DJ. I wanted to be on Hot 97. I wanted to have a Monday night mixtape. I wanted to have a drama out. You know what I'm saying? And You Heard That New was my my vessel for doing that for niggas that love hip hop, new music. I was the guy that I'm gonna give you this new shit, whether it's a new artist, new song, whatever the case was. I was the guy that wanted to do that. So that's just pretty much how I got here.
Okay. So you could jump in, bro. I don't want to dominate.
So that's how you got into the blog space and the blog era, classic era. You know what I mean? And I do have another follow-up question about the blog era, but I'll save that for later. But right now, what I want to know is, because you're a podcaster now. You know what I mean? How did you make that transition from the blogging space into the podcasting space? And how similar and how different are they? Like, talk about that.
That's a great question. I mean, the blog and the podcast spaces are very similar. You just see us on camera now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was blogging, I'm typing up shit. Like, I was chasing Elliott Wilson in regards to editorial.
Okay.
I wanted my voice to be that loud. I wanted my voice to be that colorful. I wanted my voice to be respected. So if you ever bought XXL magazines month to month, that editorial you see when Elliott is just blacking on niggas. that's what I wanted. I wanted that, and shout out to Yellow Nigga, but I was looking at that. You know what I'm saying? And like, I respected his opinion and his voice so much, and we've had our run-ins and we've had our at odds, but that's a nigga. That's one of the most authentic, greatest hip hop journalists that we'll ever see. You know what I'm saying? So I learned from him. I learned my cadence and my voice from him. And then now when we get to the podcast, it's the same thing, but it's just, we ain't typing, we talking.
Right.
Do you find that easier, more difficult? Are there things you find easier and other things that you find more difficult, or is it?
I find it I find it a little bit more difficult because people see and hear what you say. You know what I'm saying? And people take offense to that. And when we look at Twitter and we look at social media, Instagram, whatever the case is, we never see the full context of what is being said.
Right.
All we see is a chop of it. Right.
No sound bites.
Right. No, it's sound bites. So when niggas is like looking at videos or hearing shit, they not understanding the full context. Yeah. That's the one thing I don't like about podcasting. And shout out to my guy Kazim. You know, Kazim got me into podcast, you know, Say Less with Kaz and Rosie.
Shout out.
And I'm like, and I'm like, yo, bro, I don't know if I really want to do this because I got a foul mouth. I got a I got a very loud opinion, and if I say it, I mean it, and I don't give a fuck.
That means you're made to be a podcast.
That sounds like somebody.
The resume.
What does that sound like, Job? I don't know.
Hey, it's not about me right now. You know what I mean?
Listen. Look. Let's get to. Go ahead. I'm here for it.
Man, but you know what's funny that you say that because I thought I stopped tweeting as much because I felt like, you know, things get lost in context, and I was like, you know, if we start potting and you hear me say it, then you would fully understand what I'm saying. But I've noticed that when you say it, they still find a way to misunderstand you anyway. And then the clips are nasty work. They'll take one sentence that you said from a whole paragraph and make it frame the whole thing completely differently. But going back to the blogging era, like when you look at where a lot of these guys are right now, you were in the trenches with that situation. Did you expect that, let's say 10, 15 years later, that Cole, Kendrick, and Drake are basically the anchors of this space? Or did you feel like someone else was supposed to be like next to them?
The beautiful thing about music and the beautiful thing about, you know, following an artist, watching an artist grow, you don't know where their GPS is headed. You understand what I'm saying? You don't know, but you enjoy the ride. So I've enjoyed watching Cole, Kendrick, and Drake separately find their destination. Drake is one of the biggest pop stars that we've ever seen. Yeah. Cole is one of the nastiest lyricists we've ever seen. Yeah. Kendrick is just debatable, whatever. But Kendrick is one of those monsters that we haven't really seen since that golden era of hip hop. But it's beautiful to see, and that's why you get along and you tag along like, yo, these are the guys. These are the niggas that we found in the dirt on that XXL freshman cover, you know, from Lord knows what they've been doing, from Friday Night Mixtape to Section 80 to So Far Gone to now where these niggas are right now. How wonderful is that to watch these niggas from birth to greatness?
And for you to be part of that era and have a hand in that, you know what I mean?
Right. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun to me. That's why I still love having these convos. You know, riling niggas up on Twitter. Like this is a sport for us. For y'all. I
love this game.
I love this shit. Why you think you see me on Twitter every day riling niggas up, talking like, nigga, this is Olympics. Like, listen, I want that gold medal every day.
Look, man, me and Job is on the same team, but we go one-on-one every now and then still, you know what I mean?
Me and my niggas go
with this Kendrick shit, man.
Me and my niggas go one-on-one all the fucking time. What's the most famous saying when you competing with your niggas? Steel sharpens steel.
You heard it?
You said
that one time.
And I can already tell. Y'all niggas sharpen y'all steel every day.
You know what I mean? That's the game. You know what it is? But we come from that time. Like, I noticed that the younger cats, they don't argue about rap the way we argue about rap. Like, we're not with the stand culture. Like, we'll stand for our favorites, but we'll still have a heated debate, get wild crazy, and then just go back to regularly scheduled program. Today is
it's also like this. I'm gonna be blunt about my favorite nigga.
There you go.
I'm gonna tell niggas that who y'all know I love Hov to the death, right? But he got some whack shit. Yeah. He got some shit I don't fuck with. But when it comes down to it, that nigga is, and however y'all feel about y'all greats, y'all know some shit that y'all greats got is whack. But I'm a stand on what I stand on because my nigga is that nigga, and that's what we're supposed to do. The conversation is supposed to continue, but you have to be smart enough to understand what you're backing, why you're backing, and the relevance of what you're talking about. And I think we're losing that, especially with Twitter. We're losing that shit. Niggas is talking about this record sales and album sales and number one singles and this, that. Like, no, bro. Like, my nigga, like, what album is impactful to you and it has still stretched the test of time that's still right here? Can you tell me that? Or you can't, then cool. We're not going to have a conversation. Fuck out of here.
A lot of people can't. They just want to argue.
That's what I'm saying.
Last question before we get into this rap shit, though. Like, how did you connect with Ebro? Because I just find, like, y'all two both loud as fuck. Usually there's only one room for one of those in a room. How did y'all make that connection happen alongside the desk, of course, who's probably one of the best moderators in the space, if not the best?
Listen, one, shout out to Nadeska. That's big sis right there. She's made her mark. She's one of the best, you know, smart-minded, humble, knowledgeable, funny. You know, she's a dickhead that y'all don't know, but Nadeska's a fucking
I seen her
dickhead.
in Crown Heights walking by herself one day. She's
Listen,
from the
my
end,
nigga, she give it up. Like, I don't fuck with Nadeska on the low. But I was transitioning out of, I think it was BT, and I was, you know, hosting the Palooza shit and the trap karaoke shit, and I was like, all right, you know, I'm trying to go back into radio, and I sent Ebro my air check. For everybody that doesn't know what an air check is, you know, just do radio breaks and send it to a radio station, whatever.
Essentially, so a demo for this, like,
a demo. Yeah. So I was trying to do like overnights for Hot 97, and I sent it to Ebro. I'm like, yo, here's my air check. It's that and the third. He was like, no, hold on, I got something better for you. Just wait. So I didn't know what he was talking about. This is 2015. So I'm like, all right, you know, whatever. About 2 months later, I'm at Ricardo's uptown East Harlem. Nigga calls me and was like, yo, I got my man Warren on the phone. He want to talk to you. I'm drunk. I'm chilling. I don't know who the fuck Warren is. Yeah, man, hey, nigga, I'm giving it up. Like, I don't know who the fuck Warren is.
Thanks.
Warren was, you know, I think the talent director for Beats One when Apple was doing the radio shit, when they first started radio shit. And he was like, yo, Warren, this is Low. Low be doing all this shit in the city. Essentially, it was an interview on the phone. He was like, yo, Low, tell Warren what you've been doing. I'm like, what? We on three-way. So I'm like, yo, Warren, I host SOBs, I do, you know, Palooza, I do this, I'm at that, da-da-da. He was like, all right, bet. I'm gonna call you in 2 weeks. Niggas called me in 2 weeks, gave me an audition. You know what I mean? This is Ebro putting me on. Me and Ebro have had our problems. Social media, me calling this nigga out.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Ebro knows how to play this game very, very fucking well. And when I've had conversations with Ebro, he was like, nigga, I ain't take you serious. I ain't give a fuck. Like, I just wanted to see if you had the chops to deal with it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see if you could withstand the bullshit and the trolling and this, that, and I just wanted to see if you was built for it. I was like, yeah, you good. That's my uncle. That's my OG. Anytime I call that nigga, boom. When I'm fucking up, yo, get it together. Da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? So Ebro has been a very intricate part in my radio career in Apple. You know, I'm still there. I just re-signed a new deal for the next year.
I mean, they will be foolish.
That's Ebro. But that's Ebro. That's a nigga that's saying like, no, this nigga, no, keep him close, give him shit to do, this, that, and the third. So, you know, I owe a lot of my Apple success to Ebro, and you know, shout out Carly and my nigga Reef, but you know, Wit and all those people. But Ebro's nigga, he put me on. So I don't have any bad thing to say about Ebro. That nigga really put me in position.
Nah, we like what you guys got going on over there. Yeah. I think like you know, there's so many like rap podcasts where everything is very safe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys kind of toe that line between people like ourselves who are on the come up and just not afraid to say shit, and knowing that they're all political connects that you can't necessarily offend too much. Y'all find that happy medium. You know what I mean?
Nah, I mean, Ebro's taught me. He's like, yo, bro, like, this is not that serious. This is not that deep. This is what we enjoy and we love, and it builds people like y'all. It builds people like, you know, people that enjoy the culture, that are respectful about the culture. You know what I'm saying? That's what Ebro is. Ebro's very respectful, but when it comes down to it, bro, my opinion's my opinion. Go fuck yourself.
There you go. There you go. Now let's get into it. Nas dropped a couple of projects this summer. Everybody got up in arms when they felt like Ebro didn't give that man his just due. You know, there's so much music that comes across everybody's desk on their iPhone. But we know Nas fans, trust me, we are very familiar. Nas fans get very, very active. So how do you navigate that fan base feeling like they've been slighted in the space, like the popular publications don't give Nas his love? I don't agree with that. But what do you say to that?
What I say to that is this. It goes back to my point about watching particular clips and not knowing context. If you watch Rap Life Review, if you understand what we're about, we pride ourselves on not only fucking with the new artists and recognizing what's good, but we make sure our legends get their respect. Every fucking time Nas has dropped an album, from King's Disease 1 to 3 to Magic 1 to Magic 3, we have said wholeheartedly, this nigga is performing at a level of excellence. Every fucking time. We've had Hitboy on the show. We talked to Hitboy. We talked about the process. We've talked about the level of what this nigga is doing. So I don't get. Like, Nas is always gonna be the guy, one of the guys. What he's doing, the output of quality, is ridiculous. Ridiculous. But niggas online focus on, you know, a Sexy Red or Drake or this, that, and the third. No, Nas is still putting up numbers at 50.
Yeah.
At 50. Yeah. So I don't give a fuck who show that nigga love. We know what it is on this side of town.
Yeah,
everything he dropped, we right there. Yo, Magic 1, Magic 2, Magic 3, KD 1, 2, and 3. Nah, nigga, he's doing it.
And not for nothing, when he didn't mention Nas, you jumped right in. Like, you made sure that the homage was paid immediately. So it was like, why are we getting so bent out of shape? Everybody's not gonna remember everything, you know? But
it wasn't like, and people took it as like he was actually like purposely trying to slight him.
Right.
I'm like, nah, like, it just like, nigga, it's a lot of shit comes on our desk. You got 103,000 songs a day.
That's crazy.
Coming out on every DSP.
Yeah.
The way it was framed, yeah, it looked like, oh, Ebro trying. No, nigga, like, if you go back and watch our episodes, we talk about Nas all the fucking time. We get that nigga praise.
And that's really all it takes, is that one moment where like you're just forgetful about like one particular thing, and that's the thing that
it happens. It happens, bro. It happens. Yeah. It is what it is. Like, it ain't personal. Yeah. Now, if he said, nah, Magic 3 was ass, then it's like, all right, cool, y'all got a case. Y'all can make the conversation, bro. It's a lot we gotta cover.
You getting this in?
Stay in there real quick. A lot has been said about a lot of feelings have been had.
Oh boy, I already know what this guy's about to do, bro.
I'm ready for whatever, but you know, pause. I'm ready for whatever. Like, go ahead.
The 6 albums, the 6 Nas and Hitboy albums. How we collectively ranked them, how we felt about them individually, from best to from best to least best. I don't even want to say worst. People are gonna get mad. How do you feel about the run in terms of your favorite, second favorite? You don't have to rank all of them, but like, you know, what was your favorite? Which one stuck out to you the most? You know what I mean? Which one you probably go back to the least?
The joints that the album that I fuck with the most is, I think King's Disease 3 had like 17 joints and no features.
Right.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorites. And then we go to Magic 3, and the only feature on that was Wayne, but that was like, I think 16 or 17.
Yeah.
And every time I hear Nas, it just doesn't sound redundant. Right. It doesn't sound like, oh, you saying the same thing over and over and over and over again.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, nigga, you 50 doing this. You 50.
I think this is impressive to me. Like at 50 to drop 6 in 3 years. We've never seen that before.
Bro, how?
But beyond that, is to his point that he just made, like, he stayed fresh with every release, and he found new things to say, new ways to say things. With
that nigga made Illmatic at what, 19?
Yeah.
That 19. Window was crazy. Yeah, 31
at
years
19,
ago.
And he was talking that crazy shit on Illmatic at 19.
Yeah.
Now you 50, linking up with one of the best young producers in the game, that nigga reignited whatever thing in your head that had to make it click. Bro, like that's phenomenal. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, he's not a big album seller. Nigga don't got no number one singles, no club singles, no. Bro, this nigga is a student of the craft. This nigga is quality music.
Let's stay there for a second. Because, you know, you're on Twitter like we're on Twitter. Some people will come up and be like, oh, but he's not even selling no records. Like, nobody's listening to it. Like, why should we care if he's not putting up those big numbers? What do you say to that?
I don't want to be disrespectful when I say this.
Go ahead. Please be my guest.
At 50, I don't think the biggest artists can do this. I don't think the biggest artist we're looking at right now, Drake, I don't think, and maybe he's going to prove me wrong in years coming, but I don't think he has the chops to do this. You did 6 in 2 years?
Yeah.
6 quality, profound records in 2 years.
Yeah.
That's unheard of, bro. I'm sorry. That's unheard of.
Low, they saying that he GOAT now. He pushed Hov out the way with those 6.
That's a conversation to be had. That's a conversation to be had.
Thank you.
Hov is my guy.
We can't scoff at it. That's all I'm
not gonna. But that's a conversation to be had. I don't give a fuck about your number one singles. I don't give a fuck about your diamond joints, this, that, and the third. Is your quality and content touching souls? Is it?
Thanks.
And I'm just saying this to everybody. I'm not saying this just to one person. I'm saying this to everybody.
That's a great question, because I think that's been the disconnect with a lot of the music. A lot of the music feels good, but it's like it's hollow. Like we're not gonna talk about this. Sometimes I think maybe it's because I'm older. Maybe it's not hitting for me how it's hitting for a 21-year-old. But I feel like I've listened to enough rap to know, like, I'm gonna listen to this in 20 years. I'm not gonna listen to this next week. You know. So
I'll go see Nas at 75.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll go listen to It Was Written. I'll go listen to Illmatic. I'll go listen to King's Disease. I'll watch that shit at Radio City Music Hall tucked up, because that shit touches you. Pause. That shit is there. That shit is etched in. I'm not even from Queens, but I felt like I was born in Queensbridge listening to his shit.
Do you think Hov needs to come back outside and drop a record?
No, you don't.
You don't? Okay.
You don't.
Okay. Because that's the narrative they pumping right now. He did 6.
That's
you gotta come outside. He's doing interviews. We don't want that.
What does he get from that? What does he get from that? What does Hov get from dropping 6 in 2 years? What?
I don't even know.
Nigga gave us RD, Volume 1, Blueprint 1, AG, 444. Like what do we get? Like what do we get? Like that nigga gave everything to it. It's already there.
I mean, you're not wrong. I try to say that, and they call me a Hovenger. You know what I mean? So, I've been trying to tell him this for the longest.
Top Hovenger right here. Top Hovenger right here. I don't give a fuck.
He did it already. A lot of recency bias. You know what I mean? Because Nas is the one that's not only did it do it, but he did it most recently.
But the Nas fans say 444 is not good, and it's biting off of life is good, and all this and that. And I'm like, even if I don't like as a whole fan, I don't love 444. I'm like the only Jay-Z fan that loves Magna Carta. I think that album is fire, but 444 didn't land for me. There you go. I'm on that all about myself. There's nobody there but some snow. You know what I mean?
But at the same time, like niggas, we didn't catch Reasonable Doubt till later.
There you go.
We didn't catch RD till later. And that nigga was what, 26 when he made that?
There you go.
Yeah.
And we just catching shit now?
I feel like motherfuckers wasn't talking about RD like really the way they were supposed to talk, like 02, 03, around that time. Really like, yeah, that's a classic. In 96, nobody was calling it a classic.
But you can't call something a classic. Nah, they wasn't.
I was there. I was around some people. I don't know about classic.
You ahead. You different.
I mean, it's subjective.
I guess in the larger scheme of things, yeah. No, it wasn't regarded.
It wasn't deemed a classic when it came out the gate.
Right.
We didn't catch that shit until maybe 5 to 8 years later. Like, oh shit, this nigga was talking about this at 26.
I think that's what I love about his career the most is that when they be like he has no substance and this and that. I said, yo, if you listen to the first album, the 5th album, the 11th album, he's been saying the same shit the whole time. He's been telling us the whole time.
I'm just elevating how I'm saying it. But I've been telling y'all niggas this since I was 26. And I was only supposed to do this once. Yeah. I was only supposed to have one album.
Yeah. And the thing too is that it's all the same it's all the same game. He's just elevating it to different levels of life throughout.
And that's why I look at Nas. I'm like, yo, bro, like this nigga's elevating and having fun and looking good and just being a fucking king. And then now you got one of these hot young niggas, Hitboy, re-elevating your style. Tapping back, like, come on, bro. Like this is what this shit is about.
6 albums, 6 different types of sounds.
What?
They challenge themselves greatly.
What?
But you said something that stood out to me. It probably was just a passive statement, but it was very loud. We're gonna move away from the Hov and the Nas. I just want to show the people so you can have a Hov and Nas conversation, and it's not the Hatfield and McCoys. All right. You said that Drake is one of the biggest pop stars.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people like us, we want Drake to give us one front to back rap album.
Yes,
we want it.
Undeniable.
Is it necessary at this point? Do we need to just accept Drake for who he is?
The reason why my narrative with him when I get mad is because when someone shows you glimpses of greatness and they don't do it, you get upset. Like when your girl gets mad at you, like I know you're a good nigga, but you're still doing dumb shit.
Right.
And she gets mad because you're just still doing dumb shit, but the quality of your character is still there. And she's just like, why won't you? Why won't you? Why won't you? That's how I look at Drake. I listen to 8 a.m. in Charlotte. Nigga, what? I listen to First Person Shooter. Fam, what?
You can do it.
Like you just gonna keep teasing us and trolling us and the little yachties and the sexy reds and you gonna stay over there?
Yeah.
I get it. #1 singles, you tie with Mike, got it. You want the diamond albums, got it. You want to do the R&B shit, got it. We already know you tapped in. You already claimed king in that area. We got it. Nigga, we need you to solidify this.
Yeah.
When we talk about Big, undeniable classic. When we talk about Pac, the undeniable classic. When we talk about Jay, the undeniable classic. Snoop, undeniable classic. We always argue where's Drake's. There is none.
I mean, shit. His peers is chasing it. Kendrick, you can argue Kendrick's major label debut was a classic. Good Kid, Mad City. You can
it's undeniable,
right?
And we know Drake is one of the best, bro. Bar none. We know he's one of the best.
Cole's on his way to dropping that classic that puts him in a different stratosphere. If he keeps rapping like this, the classic is on the way. I feel like
Drake is he's fucking with us. Honestly, never mind. All right, my nigga, I get it. A lot of niggas can't do that.
I think back to the Throw It in the Bag remix he did when he outbarred Fabulous, and that was unheard of at that time. Drake outbarring Loso.
So you fucking with us,
right?
So that's why I get so mad. Like I know Drake can rap. We all know Drake can rap. Everybody listening to this shit, everybody watching this shit, we know Drake can rap. That is not the conversation, nigga. Get to the fucking business.
His verse from Stay Scheming lives in my mind. Rent free.
The timestamp records.
Yes.
Yeah, all of them.
All I need is 10. 10.
Yeah, it's 10.
And you done. Right. And you done.
He could throw Kanye and just be 7. Just give us 7 tracks. You know what I mean?
So that's just what it is. I know Drake is, he's very, very smart business wise. He pays attention to a lot of things that people say, we say. And I think he gets a rise out of us getting upset because he knows he's good.
Yeah.
But I ain't fucking with y'all. I ain't gonna do what y'all asking. I'm like, all right, Aubrey, you got it.
The ladies love him. Aubrey's asking for the ladies.
You got the girls, my nigga. You won.
Respectfully.
You won.
Yeah.
All right, Sam.
Let me throw one more question in here. So going back to your blogging days, you know what I mean? and then transferring and advancing on to where you're at now. What do you think what do you feel is the biggest difference between the blog era that you came up in and had a hand in and the game today as it is?
We had no intention to do something. We had no intention.
That's interesting.
To make someone a superstar or to make someone the biggest. We had no intention. It was just, bro, this nigga's nice. Y'all should listen to him. Bro, this shorty's nice. Y'all should listen to her. We had no intention. I had no end result of saying like, yo, y'all niggas should listen to Dom Kennedy, or y'all niggas should listen to Nip, or y'all should listen to Big. I had no intention. This shit is fucking dope. Yeah. Now everyone has an intention. Oh, this is my artist, or I'm tweet farming, or the engagement farming shit, or whatever this shit is on Twitter. It's just like everyone has an end goal. We didn't have an end goal, bro. We just like dope shit. We just like dope shit.
Yeah.
I mean, everything now, everyone has just like a fucking end goal, bro. Like, nah, nigga, it's quality. Where's the quality? Like, where's when you have an opinion, your opinion is quality.
And nothing is organic anymore. Like, it's very nasty.
Right. Yeah, there's always an agenda with everything. It's agendas everywhere.
Everyone has an agenda. So it's just like, it's just too much shit going on. So it's just like, when I talk about shit on Twitter, like, nigga, ain't no agenda, ain't no end goal, nigga. This is how I feel.
As it should be. Yeah. That's how we came up. We love the sport, and we talked about how much we love the sport. But, did we lose them? Oh, but there's a narrative floating around right now that's like, rap is in trouble. Rap is dying. The genre is dying. The industry is dying. I feel like this is a setup to try to kill rap. What do you say?
It's been dead for like 30 years, man.
There you go.
Listen, let me explain something, bro. We just celebrated 50 years in hip hop, right? You saw all the legends, all the legacy acts getting their shit off, getting their praise, getting their flowers. This shit's not dying, bro. We just became reborn. We just became reborn. They look to us.
Yeah.
They look to us for words. They look to us for inspiration. They look to us for culture. Cool. Niggas not buying albums. All right. Okay.
I mean, they still streaming them shits. You know what I'm saying?
The music is still good. The quality is there. The awareness is there. Y'all niggas are just fucking lazy.
Talk about
tell me what to listen to. Like, no, my nigga.
Listen to your mans when he says some shit is hot. Like, the running joke was with him. Like, he told us about Rome Streets like 2-3 years ago, and we didn't listen to the nigga until he eventually we played it, and he was like, you know what, Sin, you was right. We should have listened to Rome when you first told us about Rome. Nigga, somebody always knows someone. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, listen to Simba. Nigga, listen to Nick Grant. Nigga, listen to Corday, listen to JID, listen to Lady London, listen to Rhapsody, listen to No Name. Like, nigga, it's there. It's there.
How you felt about that new Rhapsody joint?
Bro, that's culture.
Yeah.
She talking, she just did an interview with Ebro. Like, she just admitted, she was like, I think she had called out Hov for some shit, but she was just like, yeah, I'm kind of the same person. Like, I'm a hypocrite. Like, that's what it is.
Aren't we all? You know what I mean? This keep the same energy shit is played to me. Like, let's not keep the same energy. Keep it 90. Sometimes I want to be a hypocrite. You know what I mean?
But at the same time, bro, it's something for everyone.
There you go.
It's a City Girls, Saucy Santana, Flo Milli, Glorilla, Rhapsody, No Name, Megan, Cardi, Nicki, Corday, Hov, Kiss. It's there, bro. It's right in the fucking face of you. Oh, rap is dying. No, it's not.
The shit that they was pushing, is probably not hitting how it used to. So then maybe get the Spitters a chance. Maybe it's time for the Spitters to get that push down. You know what I mean?
And whose fault? Like, It's the consumer. We decide what's hot. We decide what we want to put in our earphones. We decide what we want to debate about. Y'all niggas get so mad, like, shit is whack. No, nigga, what you listening to is whack, and that's your fault.
That's it. So, you know what I mean? But listen, we're not gonna keep you too much longer. We're gonna
nigga, I'm here. Like, nigga, I'm here. Like, we can keep going.
Because we got
y'all done got me. Y'all done got me. Like, now y'all got me. Y'all done got me going. Like, don't cut it off now. Like, nigga, give me something here. Yeah, come on.
I got a couple more questions for you. So, considering, because another narrative that we were fighting back against back around KD3 was the general thesis that radio doesn't play certain artists and radio is very important. We had one of our other co-hosts who couldn't make it, who showed that like radio play does impact streams. But considering you wanted to get into radio, and we've seen how the internet's kind of changed the way we consume music, how important is radio play in 2023?
I wouldn't say it's that important, but at the end of the day, my nigga, this is the music business. There's money to be made. There are checks to get. There are ads to play. There's marketing to be met. It's the music business. I get it. It's the music business. Do I get my new music or whatever on the radio? No, I don't. I work on the radio, but I don't. That's not my first source. But I work for Apple Music, so I know how to get my shit.
It's right there.
It's right. You know what I mean, it's right there every morning. It's right there. But there is the blue collar person that doesn't understand how Apple or Spotify or Tidal works. So yeah, Hot 97, Power 105, Power 99 LA, like all those, they are important to the nigga that has to drive to work or take their kid. Yeah, that's where they get their shit from. So yeah, it is somewhat important. To us, it's not that important.
All right. So
but I understand the key of it.
Right. So when you saw that argument that Conway and Flex was going through about spinning records, like where did you land with that discussion?
Conway is not a radio artist.
Nah, there it is.
And that's not a bad thing.
Right.
Push, not a radio artist. Kiss, not a radio artist. Nas, not a radio artist. We get it. Like it's okay.
If I could play devil's advocate real quick, some people might say, once upon a time, everybody was a radio artist. Like if you that was the only avenue.
Yeah.
That was the only avenue. How many avenues we got right now?
Yeah.
We could debut a record right here.
True.
Thanks.
I could debut a record on Twitter. I could debut a record on Instagram. Look at all these avenues we have.
Yeah.
And I'm cutting through right to the niggas that love my shit.
Look what TikTok artists are doing.
My point. Yeah. There's so many avenues. That's it. It's just it's so many ways to get your content.
Nasty, but I see what y'all saying because TikTok is nasty. I hate TikTok. I hate TikTok rap.
The game is the game, brother. This is the music business. The game is the fucking game. Play it or leave it.
Man, it started in the park, man. This TikTok. But yo, on to the West Side. Sin and I, we go back and forth about TDE, especially now that Kendrick has moved on to PG Lang. Right. So I'm a Schoolboy guy. Some of our co-hosts, they love Ab-Soul, they love J-Rock. Is TDE in trouble, or do you think some of these guys can actually level up and fill that void left by Kendrick?
Without saying too much, J-Rock got some shit coming.
Got it.
Without saying too much, Schoolboy got some shit coming.
Say less.
SZA is providing a different set of ears and eyes for TDE.
Yeah.
These niggas they all right, bro. They okay. They okay. Like they okay. They okay.
Hey, I wasn't scared.
Nice. Is it J-Rock your mans?
What happened? J-Rock is my man, of course. Yeah.
No. I mean, I remember J-Rock. They brought J-Rock up to BET like early. Like them niggas are okay, and Lord knows what the fuck they cooking up that we don't know about.
I'm curious about Schoolboy because this has been the longest gap between projects for Schoolboy.
You know what? Be scared. Be very scared.
That's what I'd like to hear. I mean, I like Crash Talk, but it wasn't what his previous work was.
No, it's fine. Like this nigga is entered a new part of his life. He's, just in a different mindset, but just be very, very fucking scared.
Got you.
And shout out to Reason. Shout out to my nigga Reason.
Shout out to Reason. We always do that. We always
shout out to my we're not gonna leave that nigga. Nah, we're not gonna leave that nigga out. That nigga put out a great fucking album and shit. So shout out to Reason.
You know what I mean? And I noticed because I watch your tweets. You don't love Blueprint 2 how you supposed to, man. Like I'm on record. I'm doing it, Sin. I'm doing it.
Come on, man.
I'm doing it.
I had a question.
Let's do it.
I'm of the belief that if as a two-part situation, if you get rid of the gift and it's just the curse, I'm on wax saying I think the curse is a classic by itself. I think the gift is where a lot of the bullshit lies. Secondly,
okay, right, my fault.
Secondly, I think Hov skill-wise, technical rapping-wise, was never better than he was on Blueprint 2. I think that is the best version of Jay-Z.
That's a fucking lie.
That's a lie?
What's
the best version of Hov? Talk to me.
Volume 1. Volume fucking 1.
Ooh.
Volume fucking 1.
Volume 1 was crazy, man. Where I'm from.
You talking about some of the best rapping, some of the best shit talking, some of the best vulnerability.
You know what?
Second album,
even Who You With, that was radio friendly, but
they like to say Hov music don't age well, but to me, Volume 1 is the album that ages.
You must love me. Regrets.
Yeah.
Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Volume 1, where I'm from. Imaginary Players.
Yeah, come on.
Rap Game Crack. Like, you have to go through this?
Nah, it's fire. It's no debate. But Hov in 02, son.
Hov in 02.
He was an animal.
He was a mainstream animal.
1,000,001 with Vom No More.
Like, get the what we talking about?
To start the album.
Like, what we talking about? Like, what we talking about?
So 97 Hov is the apex.
Find me somebody better. Find me somebody better. Find me somebody better.
Joe, real quick, who made a song called 02 Hov?
Y'all did.
Me. Made 97 Hov. You know what I mean?
90. Shout out to Benny. Y'all win this round. I'm still dying on that hill. Give me
97 Hov. Find me some second album. Nigga, kiss my ass.
I still don't understand why they.
I mean, not y'all.
I know that. Nigga, we talking.
No,
you know what I mean? It's like I don't understand. In hindsight, it's like how do more people not really love this album? I know Volume 2 happened right after that, but Volume 1, the older I get, the more I keep going back to Volume 1. Like, this album is fire.
Like, yo, my nigga, what? Imaginary Players, nigga kicked in Mace's fucking chest on the second verse.
I guarantee you, it was just the two singles.
Like, nigga, and that's fine. But bro, You Must Love Me. You shot your brother. You put your girl on a fucking flight. You selling coke to your aunt. Like, come on. Like, what are we talking about?
Well, they said he's not introspective. That's what they say. That's what they say on the internet. Whole about money.
They can kiss my ass.
Okay. I like this. See, I found my spirit animal tonight. Somebody who's been saying what I've been saying for years.
That's what I'm saying. Like, nigga, don't get me off the phone. Like, nigga, y'all done got me riled up. Like, nah, nigga, let's talk.
Hey,
I done got another drink. Like, nah, nigga, let's talk. You gonna go? Let's. You know what I mean? Let's go.
Nah, 97. I'll give you 97, but I'm taking 02.
Come on, man.
I selfishly love 02. You know what I mean? It is what it is. The don't
if he put out Blueprint, if he put out Blueprint and didn't put out Super Ugly, he might have won that battle.
Yeah. Super Ugly changed the argument.
Yeah, it did. And I can admit that as a whole venger. I'm like, bro,
although they changed the rules because when Pusha said that Aubrey was hiding the baby, we sanctioned that, but I can't say I skated in your Jeep. I don't understand how the rules are different. You know what I mean? There
are no rules.
All right. Okay.
You mentioned my wife or kids. Oh, we taking it there.
Got you.
I don't give a fuck.
So you got any more for the homie low? Because I can keep going. You know what I mean?
Nigga.
Yeah, real quick, we're still here. You from Jersey, right? You rep
Jersey? Born and raised.
Yeah. I mean, Jersey got some of the most, iconic hip hop artists. Naughty,
Redman, Naughty,
Fuji,
Queen Latifah.
You know what I mean? The list goes on and on. how tapped in are you still into the Jersey scene of hip hop, and who would you recommend today?
I mean, I'm not that tapped in. I don't find, or I haven't heard anything that has been mind blowing or whatever. Like, you know, shout to Sue Surf, you know.
Okay.
You know, hold his head, whatever. You know, Joe was one of, you know, Bud was one of those guys that was lyrically just fucking insane. I would love to find or, you know, discover, you know, shout to Fetty Wap as well.
Hold your head again.
Yeah, hold your head again. But I would love to find somebody from, you know, my city or, you know, my state, whatever, to, you know, put East Coast rap
right
back.
Because it's always about New York, but Jersey too, man. Like, you know what I mean?
No, we got a lot of, you know, like you said, Naughty by Nature, you know, even Lords of the Underground, you know, shouts to them. It's very scarce, but I would love to find somebody that represents the state.
Do you hate that Jersey kind of just gets folded into New York? Like, it's not New York City, New Jersey, Philadelphia. It's New York, Philadelphia.
It is what it is. The tri-state, that it just at this point, nigga, like, it is what it is.
Got you.
It is what it like. It is. I can't. You can't fight it. It is what it is. Like, they call us the underarm of New York City. I'm like, all right, bro. Like, nigga, I got all of the jokes. Y'all the garbage state. Y'all the. I'm like, all right, cool.
Right. Oh, shout to Ransom real quick.
Shout out to
Shout to Ransom as well.
Nah, it's crazy because I think Sin again, it was Sin and another person was like, yo, Rand dropping the album. I said, this is the same Rand from the 18 Hitchcock and Ransom again, because he just disappeared and just resurfaced. You know what I mean?
Shout to Desert Storm. Yeah, shout you know, Triangle Offense. Yeah,
that's my time, bro. Triangle Offense era.
See, like, like, nigga, y'all done got y'all done got a nigga that was spoiled. Like you just said, you got a nigga that's spoiled. That's why I look at half this shit. I'm like, yo, y'all niggas suck.
Thank you. Because
imagine now, fucking suck.
I could put on Hot 97. I could put on Hot 97 and I'll randomly hear a freestyle that got Paul Kane, Fabulous, Joe Budden, Ransom, Hitchcock, Frank Billionaire, all these niggas fucking stack bundles, and they just rhyming. And I'm like, wait a minute,
nigga, I wanted a show like Monday Night Mixtape. You know how many fucking records I discovered on that show? Waited, made my own mixtapes from 10 to 12, recording, dropping the tape, breaking the tape, like stealing my sister's radio. Like, nigga, we don't got that right now.
The random Rockefeller pull up to just drop
come
bars.
On, the random G unit shit.
Come on, man. That's
niggas. Get back, y'all. Get back to the radio stations, nigga. Put your phones down. Fucking freestyle.
This is why we couldn't take Snap Rap in real time, because we left that to Snap.
No, but like I said, it's something for everybody.
Yeah, and we gonna stay in the South.
Yeah.
Another narrative we've been pushing is that we feel like the Southern dominance is not what it used to be. Like, it's starting to fade. The trap sound is starting to fade. Maybe we're not digging deep enough to find where that next one is. But we feel like,
so all right. So let me ask y'all.
Okay.
Because y'all been asking me questions. What do you think is wrong, or what do you think the South has fallen off, or why do you think the South has fallen off? Just what the question you was about to ask me. Why do you think the South has fallen off?
For me, it's a general impact with the artists. Like the music, a few years ago when those records dropped, massive smashes, inescapable, spins, internet, Instagram. You go to the girl's store, they playing these records.
Right.
I don't see that same impact as much anymore, with the exception of a handful of acts who's still carrying them. But I feel like it's not the same level of domination in the South that it was like maybe 5-6 years ago.
All right, so let me add on to that question. Is it because of the quality, or is it because of the consumption?
I think it's a combination, because everything is so rapidly consumed, and some of the songs just don't hit how they used to. I'm gonna be honest. I don't love it how I used to love it.
I'll jump in here. I think for one, everything runs its course. You know what I mean? And in today's day and age, and this goes back to the point we were talking about earlier, how everything is an agenda. When you step into something with agendas in mind, just everything becomes, very homogenized, very same, very formulaic. And
very safe.
That's very safe, right? And I think that's kind of what's happened in that region right now. You know what I mean? And people are like, yo, it's like literally the shit that some of us have said. I think a lot more people in the general audience are saying it now, and it's like, yo, but this guy sounds like this guy, and that guy sounds like the other guy, and so now they're looking somewhere else for a different sound that will seem a little fresher to them.
Yeah, that's true. Because I went to Memphis. I left Atlanta. I went to Memphis because I liked the sound that Memphis was producing more so than what Atlanta was producing. Mm-hmm. You were about to jump in on.
Is it all right? And because I'm enjoying this, is it more so the producers, or is it more so towards the artists?
For me, it's the artists. It might be the producers for Sin, but me, I actually like some of the Southern rappers. Like, I'm not one of those. I was young enough to embrace it on the coming. Like, once the snapping niggas got out the way. And the Jeezys and the Ross started to file in. I could get with this because it kind of reminded me of the older Southern dudes that we came up on in real time, the 8 Balls, the MJGs, et cetera, UGKs out of Texas. So yeah, but it's the artist for me. Like, I'll listen to like a 42 Doug. You know, I think he's decent. I love 21. I'm a big 21 fan. But it's like outside of that, it's like to me, Future's not young anymore. I know to young people they think he's young, but Future's our age. So it's like, and he's been in the game 12, 13, 14 years now. So it's like, who is the young person in the South, specifically Atlanta, that's gonna carry that next torch? I don't see that artist. JID's a lyricist. They don't love bars how we love bars. You know what I mean? So is the South gonna carry it? I don't know. Is his music sonically Southern? Not to me. So it's like, where's that next person?
That's the beautiful thing about it, because we're searching. Yeah, we're searching. It's not just, Brooklyn or the Bronx or Chicago or Detroit or LA or Houston or Miami or whatever the case is. We're searching. That's why I said, yo, this shit ain't dead, because we still looking.
Right.
I still need that fix.
Same.
Yeah. We still need that fix. That's why I'm like, yeah, album sales are down. All right, cool, whatever. Niggas not buying albums, whatever. The fact is like, yo, we got to find the next sound. We got to find the next move. We got to find the next groove. We got to find the next movement, whatever the case is. The fact that we still inspired to find it lets me know that this culture is far from dead.
We love this game. That's basically it. We love rap, and
that's it.
And even to your question about the artists, when Metro dropped that last album, Heroes and Villains, there was not many new fire. Because things I fronted on them. I'm not gonna lie to you. I fronted on them when it first dropped. But I kept going back to it, and I noticed that the lineup,
that shit was phenomenal.
It was nobody new. He stayed in his pocket. It was a lot of the same, a lot of the mainstays of the South, and it's like, all right. Usually before, when I was tapping into those Metro albums, it was somebody new, and that's when I was like, wait a minute, is there nobody? You know what I mean? Where they at? But again, matter of fact, let me ask you this. I got another question.
Go ahead.
I think that the next big play in rap is the Metro getting with a New York nigga. I think that's necessary. I think that Benny, give me Benny and Metro or Conway and Metro. I think it could work.
Low not jacking it.
Not jacking it. No. If there was a New York guy that could get on some Metro shit and they could create a marriage sonically that could be some impressive shit, who do you think it could be?
ASAP.
It would be.
That could work.
I'm thinking about bars.
Hold on.
Removed from the game.
You saw what he did on Metro's album.
True.
I feel like Fire Joint.
True.
With him and I think him and Takeoff. That record was ridiculous. They sit in the studio for about 2 or 3 months.
They could curate some shit.
We gonna get some shit.
Nah, bro. I feel like Benny and Metro could do it, bro. Let me tell you why. If you go back to Dirty Sprite 2, I think a New York nigga could have rapped on every one of those beats with similar subject matters and made some fire. He didn't exist at the time. I don't know.
Huh?
He didn't exist yet. But I think Benny could. You tell me Benny can't rap on trap niggas? Real sisters? He can't do it?
Let me tell you. I heard Benny album. I got Benny album.
Okay.
Say less.
Benny got some shit.
Well, that's why he talking so much shit on Instagram about the critics.
He got some shit. He got some shit with the OGs. He got some shit with the legends. He got some shit with the young niggas, and he got some shit with Griselda.
Okay.
And he got some shit for just by himself.
I think he could do it. Like, we didn't think what he was gonna do with Hitboy was gonna be what it was. Burden of proof. Fire.
Insane.
Then he got next to Rose on Rapper Estates. Niggas don't talk about that song enough.
Insane.
Benny Body Rapper Estates. So I'm like, he can get on shit like this. I think he can do it.
I'll go on record and say, yo, Benny got one of them fucking joints. And if I'm wrong, if I'm lying, I'm fucking flying.
All right, we gonna spam you on Twitter.
And y'all can cut this clip up without context. This is how niggas be doing me.
Of course.
But Benny got some shit.
Benny got one.
Benny, me as if we rapper fans and rapper critics and rapper like. Benny got some shit. Bro.
He got what we like, basically.
Benny got what we like.
All right.
I'm just waiting for that Jeezy shit.
I'm curious about Jeezy because I haven't loved Jeezy since he did the what was it?
You ain't like Snowfall?
Nah, I ain't love it.
You bugging.
I ain't love it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't love it.
You ain't like Snowfall?
What do you want from me? I didn't love it.
With the gangster, the DJ cool. Drama and D Rich and like
it's cool.
Shorty rap.
But
I ain't coming on.
The last Jeezy I loved was Trap or Die 2. That was like
Justice League is doing the whole album?
So it's a double album. So the first album is like first out like the first part is like ATL Jacob, a bunch of other niggas. The second part of the album is all Justice League.
Okay.
No features.
Justice League. That's interesting. That changed my whole argument.
That changed my argument. I did. And the crazy thing, I was talking to them like before we was doing this. He was like, "Yo, it's no features." I was like, "Yo, bro, send me that shit." He was like, "Nigga, I don't even got it." Like, I don't even got it.
That means the people that they put it together, the mixing, the mastering. I know what that means.
You know what that is. You know what that is.
On our last pod we dropped, we said that we feel like Conway's in position to be that next one. Maybe even a low-key 2023 MVP candidate. Quiet as kept. Conway's been on he dropped his own tape, Special Machinery with 38 Special. The joint that just leaked with Conductor that was fire. Now he has another project coming out this year. We think Conway's not getting his just due. I think he's a sleeper MVP candidate this year.
We don't care about bars as we used to. We don't give a fuck how many you sell, who's on your album, produced. Like, we don't care, bro. We don't. So this is why these conversations are so fucking important. Conway got some dope shit. Then they just announced, even before I got on here with y'all, Justice League just announced that Conway is doing an album solely produced by them.
Oh, you spoiling us now.
Bro, it's on Twitter. It's on Twitter. After we get off, it's literally on Twitter.
That. Justice League and Conway is didn't we say the other day that Conway changing his sound, bro? Now look, Justice League.
It's on Twitter, bro. If I'm lying, I swear I'll send y'all 100 each if I'm lying.
Wow.
I'll take y'all Cash App right now.
That might be the album we didn't know we needed.
Bro, find that shit right now. Find that shit right now as we on the phone. No, find that shit because I don't want niggas to be in the comments but like, yo, low cap. Like, no, find that shit right now.
I'm
it's right there.
I'm searching that motherfucker. Shit me.
With Conway and Justice League. Put that shit in.
Pause. You know what? I'm not logged in.
No, I'm looking. Don't hurt your head, bro. Don't hurt your head. I'm about to find that shit. I already see if somebody got that as like a hashtag, Justice League Griselda. What did you think about that West Side album? Because we didn't like the track. Didn't love it.
I fucked with it. I fucked with it. I'm not saying it's the best. I fuck with some of the joints on there. I'm not saying it's the best, but I fuck with some of the shit.
Oh yeah, I see it here. I'm gonna
send it to you, right?
Yeah, I see it right now. I'm gonna send it to you in the group chat, son.
And let me tell you, Stove God Cook.
Free him. We need that album.
Yo, listen. I went to the studio with this nigga in June. This nigga got some fucking incredible shit. And shout out to Cool and Dre. They did some shit on that too.
Cool and Dre.
Yo, bro, talk about needing your fix, man. I need that Stove God fix, bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Around 06, 07, before I met Sin, I was when Fat Joe was running around with Cool and Dre, I was sold. I felt like Cool and Dre was like, if you needed a single, you needed a record, go to Cool and Dre. Those was them guys. So that's an interesting combination. And I think, matter of fact, did Fat Joe and Dre do a record album a couple years ago? That they did an album together. That was
I don't know if it was an album. I
Really?
think it was like I don't know if it was an album. It was like a collaboration. I don't know if it was like a full album.
Right. Kind of fire.
They also and they also told me they got some shit with Wayne. So I'm giving too much up, but
listen, we fans. At the end of
the end of the day, we fans.
Oh yeah.
Info.
But listen, man, we gotta wrap this up because we still got another segment we gotta cook up.
Oh no, my fault. I ain't mean to like keep prolonging.
No, this is a fire conversation. It's good for people to understand that, like, people, even if you are in front of the camera and you're a prominent voice, you're not somebody who just fronts on rap. You love this shit, and people need to hear that because they create this impression that all right, this guy's in this position, so he don't care about this and this. This might be eye opening. I'm like, you're ahead.
He must have sold out already. You know what I mean?
Right. Automatically.
Listen, man, before I get out of here, I want to let y'all know I appreciate y'all for having me on y'all platform. Again, apologize for not pulling up first and foremost, but these are the conversations that are needed. These are the conversations that are necessary. The energy that y'all two bring to this arena is needed, loved, and appreciated. So I want to say and give y'all flowers and applaud y'all for having this kind of conversation and having this platform and doing what y'all doing. And I'm very, very excited to see what y'all do after this and continue on. You got a fan for life. Anything I can do or can make shit move, I got y'all.
Most I say is if you in the New York area, you consistently, we record out in Park Slope. If you're ever come to the studio, we got a little studio set up over there. Come through, chop it up with the guys in person, shoot the shit, and really talk some shit with the rest of the team. Because there's two other guys who couldn't make it tonight. I know they would love to build with you as well.
Absolutely.
Nigga, send me the address. I'll bring a bottle of Jameson, some hookah, and we can get to it.
Say no more. Low, we appreciate your time pulling up to the Rap Roundtable. We'll do this again in the future. Keep doing what you do. Keep putting on for what we like, and we'll continue to tap in. Salute, man.
Thank y'all, King.
Man. Peace,
yes, sir.
Love.